2021 there hasn't been an all-female crew racing in the Michelin Le Mans Cup. But this season, for the very first time, a team enters under the Iron Dames banner. The project founded in 2018 by Deborah Mayer.
This project by Deborah is an amazing opportunity for young drivers and drivers like me also to show that with support and given the chance, everything is possible and we can make great things.
It's a really nice project because it's really professional. It's not only about driving, but we have a coach for sport, nutrition, mental, media. It just helps to become more professional. I know this track, so I just have to have a better feeling with the ABS, which is not natural for me now, and then it will be good.
I left when I was 25-6 France to really try to do racing myself in Germany on the Notchlife, because let's say there the opportunity were a bit easier without budget. It worked. I met fantastic people who are still helping me today. And yeah, this is why now I'm back in France today to keep going, to just keep living the dream.
I want to be as fast as I can and to compete in the best level as I can. If one day I can drive in WEC or firstly LMS like the other girls in the Iron Dames, it will be really fantastic.
In LMP3, the teams have also been busy preparing for Le Castellet. Whether they had good or bad performances in Barcelona, everybody is looking to improve.
The team have been amazing, very welcoming, and my teammate, very new to prototype racing, but is showing some extraordinary pace. So he's certainly a big talent to be watching for this series and also for the future. A very technical track. The team have had a really good testing program over the winter, so we have some very useful data to work on. But as anything with not just Le Mans Cup but racing, it's staying out of trouble for turn one.
I think we work well together. We both like the car setup very similar and get on as well off the track, which helps. He was getting better with every lap, and he was really listening to what myself and our driver coaches were saying, and to see him get better throughout the weekend was quite impressive. It's an extremely difficult field, but I think we can get top 5 in every race and really have a good chance at the championship by the end of the year.
Ivan called me and I was happy about that. After 2 years in GT4, I have driven with Ivan in 2017. We finished runner-up in the LMS in LMP3. The level for sure is getting higher and higher. You have some very young drivers between 16 and 18 years old. They are able to be in Formula 3, but they make the choice to come in endurance. And I think that this is the Formula 3 of prototype.
Fabian Michel leads the field for RHGP. GT3 pole, Celia Martin in the Iron Dames Lamborghini. We are ready to go racing in Le Castellet. The charge down to the first corner. On the driver's left, RHGP, that's Fabian Michel, but alongside him, Jamie Falvary from Team Virage from the outside of the front row. He hangs on to second place. It's always busy in turn one. A few cars running straight through the runoff area. Looks like no major damage, though, and a challenge for the lead. The yellow nose of Jamie Falvary's Team Virage car ahead of the dark machine. That's Adrian Keeler for Cool Racing. Tight battles behind, contact and a spinner. A couple more cars have gone off and another spinner. That looks like Sylvain Guintoli for Stella Motorsport, and I think Peter de Curtens went off as well, the Hagley by T2 racing car. Looks like everybody else, 2 by 2, starting to head out onto the long, fast Mistral straight. This is where the slipstream is so important. There have been changes in the lead of LMGT3 as well. Big battle here just outside the top half dozen. Ben Stone for Breton Racing, Romano Ricci, Jens Reino Muller, James Sweetnam in the CD Sport car of Christian Short. Look at that, 3 abreast behind. They slipstream each other furiously up to senior. Big breath and try and turn in as flat as possible. As ever here, lots going on at the start.
10 seconds added to the next pit stop of car 8383 for a start infringement.
That is the Iron Dames Lamborghini. Looks like they may have jumped the start possibly. RHGP leading from Team Virage and Cool. Alton Gudmundsson pulling out of the slipstream of the high-class car of Jens Reino Muller. Muller had just gone by the Icelandic driver who retakes 10th position as they head into scene. And that's always a really brave move. Flashing the headlights, CD Sport car, that's Christian Short. He's in 12th at the moment, looking to try and move up ahead of Jens Reino Muller as well. Trouble for Biogas Motorsport Ferrari driver Josep Maiola Camadera, just carrying too much speed into Double Droit de Beausset. In the pits, Georgos Kolovos. Now the Graf Racing driver is in trouble on the opening lap. Trouble here, exiting the final corner. Steve Parrow, Rinaldi Racing, looks like he's carried in too much speed, spun it round and lost the engine. Back on his way again, hopefully not too much damage done there. Claude Beauvais' green Aston Martin, 7th in GT3. Jörg Dreisau behind him in the Proton Huber Porsche. And Castillo Toledo throws here, of course, a Ferrari down the inside. There's contact, but they both continue. Celia Martin still leading GT3 in the Iron Dames Lamborghini from Matthew Kurzewski in the AF Corsa Ferrari. He's right on her tail. Somebody's blowing smoke down the straight, and that's the CD Sport car of Shakan Haig Sarkassian going by Oscar Bitar. Bitar at reduced speed. Looks like steam or smoke coming out of the side pod. That's very bad news for the Team Virage driver. And he's running off track, maybe on his own fluid. Puncture in the side of the side pod, and that, I think, is a damaged radiator. Looks like the car is out of the race.
3, 2, 1, full course yellow is removed. Full course yellow is removed.
Everybody back onto full throttle. Well, not everybody. LMP3 car there being blown away by our top 2 in GT3 as they do get onto the throttle immediately. Coming down the straight, good battle here. Frederic Jose being passed by Darren Malkin. Malkin pulling out of the slipstream in the Stella Motorsport Audi, creeping alongside. Oh, I don't know if he's got enough of an overlap. Up to senior. Jose on the inside line. Malkin in real rock and a hard place situation. Has to just breathe off the throttle. Another rock and a hard place situation. The Audi on the inside, the Ferrari trying to pinch the line. Leaving that one to the stewards to decide who is at fault. Could well just be seen as a racing incident. 2 cars going for the same bit of tarmac. Claude Beauvais in the green Blackthorn Aston Martin. Under pressure from behind. Jörg Dreisau can't go around him though. The Proton Huber competition Porsche didn't quite get alongside. Because he had to have that lift or break into senior, he's lost the ground he'd made up on the straight on Claude Beauvais. And he's closing on the Aston. Oh, carries too much speed into Double Droit de Beausset, looping it around. And luckily the LMP3 car was not in his way. Battle for 3rd in GT3, the blue and black Porsche, that's High Class Racing's Nick Jones. Andrew Gilbert, the Kessel Racing Ferrari, orange and black, he's in 4th. And Darren Malkin, the Stella Motorsport Audi, having a stellar run here. He's in 5th place and looking to challenge both of these. Spin here for Clement Moreno for ANS Motorsport. Luckily avoids hitting anything substantial. This was the lead battle on lap 1. It is still the lead battle. Fabien Michel for RHGP ahead of Jamie Falvey for Team Virage. And Adrian Keeler remains in 3rd, 3.6 seconds further back. And that shows what a great battle this is. Fabien Michel and Jamie Falvey squabbling over every inch of real estate here in Le Castellet, but they are still leaving the rest of the field behind them. GT3 battle right ahead of the leaders now. So for Fabien Michel in the RSGP car, really important that he goes the right way. He's going to have to go the long way round the Ferrari, but look as it drifts wide. Jamie Falvey goes underneath it. He's going to try and go inside the Porsche. He can't, but he does take the lead. Oh, a big moment for Jamie Falvey. The Team Virage car cuts back in front. He hangs on to the lead, and he's in front for the first time. Coming past the pits, the battle for 17th in LMP3, Mark van der Snel ahead for the moment of Clement Moreno. Moreno deep inside into turn 1 under braking, can't control the speed, runs wide, and Mark van der Snel gets back in front. He has a little moment as well, but he hangs on. Good little battle this one, and symptomatic of everything that's going on all the way up and down this field. Van der Snel under pressure again from Moreno. He throws it on the inside. Van der Snel fears that one's coming, runs out wide to protect the car. Breton Racing's day going from bad to worse. They've just been given a penalty for a start infringement and now a spin for Ben Stone, costing them more precious time. In the pits is the other Team Breton Racing machine. This is Roman Iannetta, the 62 car, with trouble as well. And that is our early leader. That's Fabien Michel from RSGP. Has there been contact at the final corner, or did he just spin? Take a look here. No, he's lost it on his own. Over the curbs, spat into the barriers right at the end of the pit wall. That could have been quite damaging, but it does look like he's managed to carry on. Battle of teammates here for 14th in LMP3, 84, that's ANS Motorsport's Julien Le Mans. And down the inside, Clement Moreno, his ANS Motorsport teammate, hits him and turns him into a spin. Oh dear, oh dear. Full course yellow coming out, there's some debris. It looks like a bit of the barriers on the exit of the final corner.
La voiture est OK, Fabien. Voiture OK.
Message from RSGP to Fabien Michel. Car's OK. We're in 4th. In the race suit there's Stefan Menea, the Romanian driver who's getting ready to take over this car. The number 44 of Jamie Falvey at Team Virage. They are the race leaders by 16 seconds now from Cool Racing. Lots more action all the way down the field. Everybody back to green flag racing. Oh, trouble at the tail of this pack. That's pitted to curtains in the Hagley by T2 Racing machine. Looks like a harmless spin, but they all damaged the tyres. Remind you at the top of the screen that the Iron Dames have that 10-second penalty added to their pit stop, so that is going to hurt them. Meanwhile, the yellow and green into Europol car of Timothy Creswick right there, all over the back. Rinaldi Racing's Stefan Aust. Aust having to defend there into Le Beausset. All sorts of action all the way through the field, and pit stops imminent. Replay of another incident for Clement Moreno. Fabien Michel, RSGP, into the pits. He's hauled out by the team. Arjan David will take over. And the CD Sport car, looping spin for Christian Short. Iron Dames serving their 10-second penalty. That's done before the fuel, before the driver change, before anything can happen in the pit stop. So fuel is going in. Celia Martin is out, removes the seat insert, and Karen Gaillard, the Swiss driver, takes over. Leader in the pits, Jamie Falvey at Team Virage. And Menea Stefan ready to take over from him. There's been contact between the two cars that started on pole. Adrien David for RSGP not quite judging the gap to the Iron Dames Lambo. Riccardo Agostini past Fran Rueda Matos, Kessel Racing for 4th place. This is how it happened. Nice move, tucks him up on the inside in the final corner. Takes all the racing room. David Drew for Cool Racing, the new race leader. Menair Stefan for Virage in second, and Alex Cuno for M Racing lying in third place. Team Thor in the top half dozen. And there is Colin Noble putting the moves in on Rick Kuhn, the Dutch driver in the Inter-Europol car. Kuhn running out very wide, coming back on in front. Battle's not over yet. Here comes Team Thor down the inside. Colin Noble taking the line into turn one. He's going in shallow and fast. Does he make it through? Yes, he does. So he moves up a spot into fifth place. And right behind is High Class Racing's red and white calf Tommy Foster. On the Mistral, Foster in the tow. Two cars in front of him will help him go quicker down the straight. He's got to time this right. He goes inside. Not outside, through he goes. Yes, good move. Harmless spin for Michelin Le Mans in the Writer Engineering car. Look for the red and blue in this pack. That is Rinaldi Racing's Felipe Ferdinand Lezer. Behind him, Senan Fielding for Stella Motorsports. Black, white and red. And then the bright yellow of Samir Ben, the Hagley by 2-2 Racing car. Swiss driver all over the back of Senan Fielding. And as Fielding runs wide, he tries to get inside. Just couldn't quite make that work, could he? Battle for the final podium spot is well alight here, and look how Adrien David in 85, the pole sitting car from RSGP, is reeling in Alexandre Cuno. Alexandre Cuno in the M Racing car, picking up the tow from the car in front. Goes by the GT3 machine, that helps his top speed, but still the gap is closing. Down into the final couple of corners. Very close indeed. Adrien David having a little look there, but can't get close enough. Classic youthful exuberance versus age and experience. Alex Cuno in the blue car is the experienced one, youthful one. That's Adrien David, new to Le Mans Cup. This is only his second race in the series, don't forget. And M Racing know this car, they know this series well. Can they hang on? It's going to be a long 25 minutes. Oh, was there contact there? Final corner. Adrien David gets his nose in front for third. Alex Cuno will have to try and hang on and find a way to fight back. Let's take a look again into the final corner. And Cuno with the door a fraction open. Adrien David bouncing over the curbs on the inside, but grabs the spot. Does rather look as though he has won that particular battle, at least for the moment. Inside the final 20 minutes, Scott Malvern in the High Class Racing Porsche down the inside into turn one of Riccardo Agostini in the air, of course, of Ferrari. Clings on. Scott Malvern with plenty of experience in Porsche racing in the UK and the last couple of seasons now in the Le Mans Cup. Riccardo Agostini is doing a great job here in defence. Scott Malvern all over him, and there are three LMP3 cars queuing up to try and get by. Let's hope they're not too impatient. Agostini covers the inside. Malvern's going to have to work hard to stay in his toe and try and make a pass on the Mistral. Rick Kuhn under pressure in the Inter-Europol car for 7th place now from Nielsen Racing's Wayne Boyd. Boyd trying to use the Ferrari for cover, getting a little bit more of a tow there. Right up behind his rival. He's going to look to the inside, not wasting any time. Straight through in the inside into turn one. If he can hold it together, and he does, he makes the place stick. Wayne Boyd up to 7th. Red and yellow CD Sport car, William Gosselin, he's in 9th place. Then Marius Fossard, Racing Spirits Le Mans, he's 10th, head of Nicolas Bourne. And that man, Adrien Clomenil, the Cool Racing driver. But look at that, Nicolas Bourne, the Writer Engineering car, trying to go the long way round the outside. That didn't work. And now he's vulnerable to attack from behind. Offline and through on the inside goes Adrien Clomenil. Goes by the Felbermeyer livery car. And does he take the place? Nicolas Bourne still hanging on the inside, but now that'll become the outside for the final corner. The Cool Racing car goes through, but that was a nice clean battle. Adrien Clomenil all over the back of Marius Fossard now. This is for 10th place. The CD Sport car has pulled away as they've battled, notice, but down the inside, Clomenil, does he get through? Oh, it's wheel to wheel. Not quite the overlap he needed, but look on the outside, Marius Fossard just runs out of grip and road. And Adrien Clomenil with the inside line. Down the inside comes Michelin Le Mans. He makes up a place as well. So Marius Fossard losing 2 spots there because he defended a fraction too long. But Michelin Le Mans in the Feldmar car now looking to get by as well. Down the straight they come. Michelin Le Mans all over the back of Cool Racing's Adrien Clomenil. Can he get by? He's going wide and early, and he's done it. Straight by in the toe. Wow, what a topsy-turvy battle. Well, these 2 drivers will remember this for a while. Really good, clean, close racing. Oh, Michelin Le Mans making the mistake. Wasn't quite sure whether to go inside or outside the Ferrari. He'll lose the place back. He does. Adrien Clomenil goes by, and here now comes Marius Fossard, and he will find a way through as well, or will he? No, Michelin Le Mans really fighting this one all the way, comes back on the inside, but that's the outside for the final corner. They're going to have to do it all again. 10 minutes of the race remain. Marius Fossard closest to the camera, Michelin Le Mans closest to the pit wall with a tiny overlap. Is it enough to allow him to turn in front? And where is the Ferrari going to be? He tries to shut the door, then goes back to the racing line. And that looks like it was a good choice. GT3 leader is Alessandro Balzan, the Italian in the AF Corsa Ferrari with a 21-second advantage over the Iron Dame's Karen Gaillard. First and second looks settled, third does not. And here is the battle. Red and yellow Ferrari, that is Riccardo Agostini for AF Corsa, and the blue and black high-class racing Porsche, that's Scott Morvan on the outside, contact. His bonnet looks like it's popped up, I wonder if that's more contact. These 2 at it absolutely hammer and tongs. And the LMP3 car getting in the way of Scott Morvan as he tries to line up behind the Ferrari to come onto the Mistral. 3.5 minutes to go. Battle for 4th place. Alex Cugnot ahead of Colin Noble and Tommy Foster. One of these guys will be 4th. Which one? 3 wide down the pit straight. Foster on the inside. But it's Cugnot who hangs on from Colin Noble. That's how they start the last lap, but how will it finish? Tense moments for Cool Racing. They are waiting for this man, David Drew, to take the checkered flag and claim the team's first win of 2024.
Bravo Damien, P1.
P1. Thanks for the weekend, he says. So first win for them, but it is a second win of the season for AF Corsa's 51 Ferrari. Alessandro Balzan brings it to the line. So Cool Racing topped the LMP3 podium from Team Virage and RHGP, with them racing scoring their first points of the season in 4th position after that nail-biting 3-way squabble on the final lap. GT3 winners and 3rd place, both AF Corsa Ferraris, the Iron Dames Lamborghini in 2nd, the meat in that particular sandwich. Castle Racing's Ferraris 4th and 5th.
I went out of the pit P2, so I had to go for the gap for P1 overtake. I wanted to manage the tires because we had a bit of issues in Barcelona, which we had too much deg. I think we had a really good pace, and my teammate did an amazing job to bring me this car so close to the lead. That helps a lot.
Well, behind the Cool Racing duo, Jamie Falvey and Minea Stefan taking 2nd for Team Virage, with RSGP's Fabian Michal and Hadjian David in 3rd, but victory goes to David Drew and Adrian Keeler. 2 points separate the top 3 teams after Le Castellet. Is that tight enough for you?
Lambo was quick, very quick. Keep the car clean, give it to Ale in one piece. He did an excellent job again, and the team AF Corsa has been incredible. Car was great today.
So it's win number 2 for Matthew Kurczewski and Alessandro Balzan. Celia Martin and Karen Gaillard take 2nd for the Iron Dames. But a 45-second post-race penalty for the AF Corsa 88 car for multiple contacts with number 18 Porsche puts Kessel Racing's number 74 car onto the podium. And they now lie second in the points standings. And that is how we leave it at the circuit, Paul Ricard. Next time out, it will be Le Mans and the road to Le Mans in mid-June. We'll see you there.